Good day, everyone, especially to you, ma'am. Good day. I am Ludimiero Luna from EN3 Block B. This time, we're going to discuss the mixed methods research design. So first, what do you think is a methods research design? Mixed methods research design is a procedure for collecting, analyzing, and mixing both quantitative and qualitative research design in a single study, or it is in a series of study to understand how research problem evolve. So, in order for us to understand, or in order for us to um, use this design, we have to understand or grasp the quantitative research design and the qualitative research design, because how are we going to incorporate these two methods in a single study if we do not understand these two method study, which is the quantitative research design and the qualitative research design. So before we use the mixed methods design, we have to understand and to fully grasp the quantitative research design and the qualitative research design. Now that we have understand what is a mixed methods research design, this is the question: when do you think we are going to conduct a mixed methods research design? So we're going to conduct a mixed methods research design when we both have the qualitative research design and the quantitative research design type of data to provide a better understanding of our research problem, because it is better that way. And the next is we're going to conduct a mixed methods research design if we have the type of research design that is not enough to address the research problem or the answer to our research problem. So we are going to conduct a mixed method research design if one method, or for example, when we use a qualitative or the quantitative types of research design and it's not enough to explain or to provide uh, our it's not enough to explain or to provide our um ito, a research question, or it's not enough to answer our research question, or it's not enough for our research problem. So that is one that is the second way to conduct a mixed methods research design. The third research design, the third reason that we are going to conduct a mixed methods research design is when we want to generalize our findings to a larger population. Okay, so that is the reason that we are going to conduct a mixed methods research design. So the first is if we both have the data type, which is of the quantitative or qualitative research design. And the second is if one method is not enough to explain our research problem, or it's not enough to answer our research question. Then the second is if we want to generalize our findings to a larger population. Okay, so that is the reason. Now, what are the common reasons for using a mixed methods research design? So, of course, first is to explain and interpret. If we use the mixed methods research design, we can explain and we can interpret, because with the qualitative research design, we can explain the meaning, the reason. It's a longer explanation to convey the thoughts, the opinions of a certain perspective. And of course, in order for us to fully explain it what if what if one of the data is, for example, in our study, which is the study of the Manobo narrative, we explain everything, like the reason of our the reason why is that certain group practice this way, what is the what is tawag nito, what initiates their beliefs and their daily lifestyle or experiences. We explain it in everything, but we do not use the quantity, because our study is mainly qualitative research design. So if our study is if our study involved numbers, or the explanation that we need graphs and data on the numerical data, of course, um, it is better if we incorporate the qualitative and the quantitative research design, because it is better to explain and to interpret the data if if you incorporate the quantity and the qualitative research design. So that is one of the reasons that that you are going to use the mixed methods. And the second reason is to explore a phenomenon, because if your study if your study mainly focuses on the meaning or the explanation or the variable something, um it limits it limits the data that you're going to gather. Um you're not going to explore a bigger area, because it shouldn't include numbers, it shouldn't include um the numerical explanation. So to explore a phenomenon, you need this mixed methods research design. The next is to develop and to test a new instrument. If one of your instrument is involved if one of if your instrument in your data gathering involves a quantitative research design, and if you are using the quantity and your instrument needs the quality, so of course you need to use this research design. And the next is to address a question at different level, because if your study is quite um, general, you cannot you cannot say a question that involves the other research design if your research design is just mainly quantity or quality, di ba? So you need to incorporate this mixed method research design. The next is to add to complement the strength of a single design. Um, in the finding of the mixed method design, there is a comparison na eh. So to complement that this is the strength of that design. Then the next is to address a rhetorical perspective at a different levels. So these are the reason that these are the reason for using the mixed methods research design. And I hope that you grasp this idea, because we are now going to move to the next topic, which is the types of mixed methods design. Thank you so much for listening.